Let you in on an aspect of the world that you're not normally accustomed to.
I could have been a totally different person.
Yeah, right now.
Since 12 hours ago.
Could have been wearing a business suit today. Who knows?
With a fanny pack.
With a fanny pack. Just classing up the joint.
That's a fantastic idea.
It's the only kind of ideas I have, sir.
It's Corner House Chronicles Day.
It's just different enough.
And here's the kicker, boss. They're all the same personality.
They're assholes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just 1.5 million asshole penguins.
I wouldn't laugh at them.
No, hell no. It'd kill you with his pinky. He's got to have some Jedi powers or something if he's...
Best part.
I'm going to try and pace it out, so just as you forget about me, I'll just pop in and remind you.
Welcome back to the Corner House Chronicles, folks. I'm John.
I'm Jason.
And I'm Rob.
With us tonight is Rob Harbaugh. How you doing tonight, sir?
I'm good. How about you guys?
Living.
Can't complain.
Standing upright. You know. I woke up this morning. All that good stuff.
Nice.
So we just had a professional photo shoot take place.
Kinda.
It was pretty cool.
It was a few snaps there.
Better than the one standard photo we post
This is true.
every week.
Good way to start off number 19.
Number 19, dude. Here we are. Back-to-back weeks with guests. That's pretty exciting stuff.
For us, at least.
Yeah.
Hopefully for you guys.
Last week, Tony was pretty funny. You got big shoes to fill here, sir.
Yeah, right.
So, tonight is just pretty much free-for-all, man. Wanted to have you over to talk about your world travels.
All right.
Because I don't know anybody traveling as much as you do.
That's true.
With a backpack and a camera, and you're gone.
Yeah, you got to travel pretty light on a motorcycle, so.
Yeah, that too. Like, it'll be like, where's Rob at now? Oh, yeah. Pictures just popped up somewhere south of the border. There he is. What brought it on?
Just wanting to go, just the need for adventure.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Just get the hell out of here and see
Yeah.
what's up there, huh?
Yeah, right.
Yeah. And
Can't blame you.
where's your favorite place so far you've been?
I think everywhere I go is my favorite place when I get there.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
Just because it's all new?
Yeah, it's the new experience of it.
So
Yeah.
much to
Just-
take in.
Just getting back from Nicaragua, and I fell in love.
Yeah?
It's definitely someplace you could retire down there. It's real reasonable to live. The weather's great. They're 11 degrees north of the equator, so it's the same weather all year round.
Nice.
There's no variation in it.
That's crazy.
It's just perfect every day.
Really cuts the wardrobe down, right?
Yep.
2 pairs of shorts and
Exactly. That's all you need.
Which flip-flops am I wearing today?
yeah.
I
What
didn't
about-
even need to bring pants or anything on that trip down there.
No?
Just shorts and t-shirt all the time.
Wow.
Yep.
In what month did you go?
Oh, it was just
Fuck, it was 2 weeks ago,
yeah,
wasn't
weeks
it?
ago, a couple, yeah,
Shit.
well, more than 2 weeks ago, maybe three weeks ago.
Okay.
Anyway, real recent, yeah.
Nice.
How many cruises have you done?
Three.
Three?
Yep.
3.
Alaska, and then 2 in the Caribbean.
Which one did you prefer?
The Alaska one was really cool. It was a little different. We were out there for a wedding.
Awesome.
Yeah, a friend's wedding.
Was it like really cold when you were there too, or no?
It was pretty cold still.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was in July. We were out there in July.
And it was cold?
Yeah, you needed to
Oh,
bring.
shit.
Yeah, the weirdest part about that was you had to pack for everything. You had to pack from a bathing suit to like full on. You're gonna go climb a mountain and deal with snow.
Right, flannels and long
Yeah,
johns
and
and
then
shit.
you had to have rain gear because you're gonna run into rain. We had to bring so much shit.
Wow.
Any interactions with the wildlife?
Ooh.
Oh, we seen some otters, a bear at a distance.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Nothing too close.
nothing real close. No,
Did you see that video of that guy getting stalked by the mountain lion?
no.
Oh, dude, this thing stalked him for over an hour.
Wow.
At 15, I think he said, not meters. What's a meter? Is that close? No.
I think it's a couple feet. Well,
I don't know.
We should know this.
I don't know metrics.
It's pretty ridiculous that we don't, right?
it's kind of sad, really.
It's close, though. I'm
It's
telling you
real
what,
sad.
dude. And this cat kept disappearing into the woods and coming back
Yeah.
in a different area.
Just like crouching down
and
to look
he's
at him. It's
looking
like, hey,
around.
hey.
There's got to be another one here stalking me, you know.
Was that in Alaska?
No, I don't think
Okay.
so. But I
Okay.
just, you know,
You just thought of it.
wildlife shit, man.
That
you
is
guys
not
could
something
have been
I would want to walk on. Like, oh, fuck.
walk into an angry moose or something. you
Yeah.
know.
Oh, that's.
Who the fuck knows? Or some Eskimos.
I believe it's Inuit. Thank you.
Yeah.
You
I guess you got to be PC, right? Especially nowadays.
A little bit. If anybody in Alaska ever starts listening to us, then we'll worry about it.
You're the one listener in Alaska, right?
There's like a town of 15 share one Wi-Fi signal or something.
But now that you mention it, it could propagate up there, right? It could pop up, and
Who knows?
All of a sudden, we're popular in
Yeah,
Alaska.
A couple hashtags, and next thing you know,
That's all it takes.
We're learning that.
Right,
Couple
yeah.
hashtags.
Slowly.
So, what about Cuba? How was that?
it was real cool. We were there on a cruise as well.
Yeah.
Yep.
A lot of old cars and
Oh yeah. Yep. A lot of getting it done down there.
Yeah.
With as far as the cars, you see a car with should have a big motor in it, and now it's got like a little diesel something, or a little underpowered gasoline motor. Everybody, the weird thing in Cuba is everybody just drives at like 35 everywhere.
nobody's in a hurry.
Nobody was really in a hurry. Yeah,
Just cruising.
Everybody's just kind of cruising. Yeah,
There's no business meetings,
yeah. It's like island time, They
Yeah.
say people in islands always say that island time.
Yeah.
Yeah, it means everything's running late. Always. Nobody's in a hurry.
It's kind of like being up north in
Yes.
Michigan, you know
Same
what I mean?
idea, yeah.
You go up camping or something, you're
Yeah.
like, fuck it. I'm just going to roll with it, whatever happens.
Out of all the places you've been, where's been like the favorite food?
Oh, that's hard to say. I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm not like a really big food person.
No?
I just kind of like whatever works.
Whatever's there.
I do say though, in Cuba, we stopped in. We were expecting some like decent food, so we went to a restaurant that somebody referred. And we get there, and it's just like the blandest food I've ever had, to be honest.
Really?
It was really, really bad food for a restaurant.
Really?
Yeah, we
Oh.
ordered fajitas, thinking we'd get like a tortilla and some meat and
Some
stuff
kind
like
of
that.
natural dish, you know?
Yeah, it's just a tortilla, fajitas down there is just meat on a plate it had some rice on it and stuff like that. Really
Probably-
bland, no spices.
Maybe they're like, oh, here's for the American.
it may be.
The tourist special.
Yeah, right.
They know when that boat docks.
That'll be $42, please.
Is it expensive down there?
In Cuba?
Yeah.
No, it wasn't expensive.
No? What about Nicaragua?
Nicaragua's really reasonable.
Yeah.
Everything was really cheap down there. I think one night we ate on the excuse me, we ate at a restaurant. We had like some nachos, couple beers, couple drinks. The bill was like $18, like
Not
right
bad.
on the beach.
I think you told me about this. A person on a horseback.
Oh,
him
yeah.
riding
Yeah,
up or
yeah,
something.
yeah.
Like, that's awesome.
It was real cool.
Just chilling.
Yeah.
See you guys tomorrow.
Who rides their horse to the bar? Yeah. San Juan del Sur, Nicaragua. It's definitely an experience.
And you're tagging everybody on Facebook to set up another trip down there, I see, huh?
Yeah, I am. I'm trying to set up another trip down there.
Yeah?
Yep.
Go ride some motorbikes?
Yep.
How much is it you just rent the dirt bike?
Yeah, you just rent them.
Yeah?
Yep, just rental.
What do they cost?
I think we paid $180 for the 7 nights that we were down there.
That ain't bad at all.
No,
shit.
it gives you an idea of how Nicaragua is. It's
Wow.
for example, the condo we were staying at, an apartment more or less, I guess, like a 1-room apartment.
Yeah.
It was like $35. It was 2 blocks from the beach.
Wow.
Yeah,
$35 a day.
$35 a night.
Right.
Yeah,
Wow.
and you can't stay anywhere in the states that doesn't
Oh, no.
have
Fuck
At
no.
least
in it.
90. Yeah.
I'm not going to let you stay at my house for $35 a night.
Exactly, right.
You're paying $40 and cooking breakfast if you're crashing at my place.
We like eggs. We like bacon. You got to bring your own, folks.
So they just rent you the motorbike? Now, like, what's a gas? Is it, like, in comparison?
I don't remember what it was. There was obviously the liter to gallon thing,
Right.
And then the Carabas to U.S. dollar exchange
Okay.
thing. So there's 2 exchanges in there, and I suck at math, so it's tough.
You
I'm
just
sure I could look
fill
up
the tank
somewhere.
and-
Yeah, exactly. Fill the tank and give the guy the money. Just kind of like hand him enough money, and
You're
he'll
like,
just
I got
give you some change
this
back.
much. Is that
Yeah,
enough?
exactly, like a kid.
Do I get any back? Oh, awesome.
Oh, I get a lot back this time.
Gee, thanks, mister.
That's sweet, man. I wish I could go. I can't afford stuff like that. There's no way.
Yeah, the second
Even
trip-
breaking it down as cheap as you just did, I'm
Right.
like, I don't know about all that.
The big expense is the flight getting down there. That's where you're going to spend a lot of the money.
Do you fly right from Detroit to?
Yeah, the last trip we did, yeah.
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 Nice.
It wasn't direct. Is that what you're asking?
Yeah.
A direct, no, there was a layover.
Okay.
I think we stopped in Atlanta
That's
real quick.
Still, that ain't bad.
Florida? No, we stopped in Florida somewhere.
okay. I was say Atlanta's a big hub, so
Yeah.
you get down there and,
All those flight details are hard to remember. Who remembers the inside of an airport? Right.
or like you were saying the other day, you only remember the city from the airport.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like you come in, stay in the airport, and you leave again.
Yeah, that's definitely not
So-
seeing the city.
There ain't much to see when you come to Detroit because you're
No,
so
really.
far from the city when you land at the airport.
Yeah, you're
Like,
not
shit.
anywhere near Detroit, right?
Right.
Thanks,
it's like
Romulus.
it's like a 40-minute car ride just to see the city. Turn around, go back to your airport.
No, we're not that far. It's not
No.
that far. Not 40 minutes.
It's like 15.
I think 20 minutes you could probably be from the airport to the city.
like
right?
downtown. Like you can hit the actual city limits pretty quick.
Yeah.
But
Something you want to see.
something you want to see.
Yeah, like if you're
it's
going to
gonna
the
be like-
ballpark
Well,
or
there's a huge tire. That'd be the first.
that
thing.
is the
And
world's
that's
that is the world's largest.
the world's
sir.
largest tire.
Yeah.
well, we got that going for us. You dodge all the potholes to get to it, and you'll be all right.
You need it. You need that big old tire to drive from Michigan, right? Give me a
luck.
set.
I'll admit, every time I drive by that damn thing, I think about it coming loose, rolling
rolling
across.
around,
just
yeah,
just
nice.
see how far it would make
Waiting
it
for
before
that day on the news.
When I was a little kid, I
Finally
used to
happened.
think that it was in case Bigfoot needed a spare. I thought they would be everywhere across the country, right? Like these big random tires.
He's just
in
gotta
case
drive
it's
all the way
rolling.
over here.
Yeah.
Have you seen the space station that's going to crash into us
Yeah.
from China?
I heard about it. I haven't seen.
I heard earlier today they lost communication with that space station like 2 years ago.
Yeah.
And it's just been waiting.
Slowly coming down.
It sounds like the plot to a movie, but it doesn't make more sense to maybe like exploded in space or something.
That's what I thought to
Right?
myself.
Don't we have
Shoot a
missiles for
rocket
that?
up
Yeah.
there and
Shoot
just
it down, laser it down, or something.
blow it into a million pieces,
Yeah.
and hopefully nobody
They
gets
burn
hurt.
up
Like
and-
a bunch of
Yeah.
pieces seems like less likely to fall on my house than
Actual space
Because
station.
if there's
Right.
the odds of this, a space station's coming down. It's coming to my place. I know it. It's my luck. It's gonna
just
fall on my
got the
truck or
roof done.
something.
Yeah.
What now? A Chinese space station? That doesn't even surprise me.
Womp womp womp.
They say it's like, I don't know, as big as a semi or two or something. I don't know.
It's gotta be pretty big, I guess, right?
Pretty big
Decent size,
space
I would
station.
assume.
It's a
Yeah.
space station.
How are they going to pinpoint where that fucker hits? You know, that's
Math.
going to hit like
Did you see?
here.
Did you read anything about it?
Just
at
that
all?
what I heard on the radio?
I read a little bit about it. The odds of it falling are like, they said pretty much gonna fall somewhere between like the 45th and the negative 45th parallel.
Oh, that really
Which
narrows
is
it down.
Yeah, right.
It's the whole entire Earth, exactly. And it could fall anywhere from the western United States to like Russia.
You know,
so
so
that's
Oh.
the
The
that's
Arctic and the
everywhere.
Antarctic
so
are
Exactly.
pretty
China
safe.
has
Yeah.
nothing to worry about from their own space
It
station.
just seems like the North and the South Pole are safe. Maybe.
Maybe.
They don't know.
depends.
It's Chinese engineering, so
Yeah.
it can fall anywhere.
They're probably aiming for all them penguins in Antarctica right now.
Hey, I wouldn't fuck with them. 1.5 million penguins just
Out of nowhere.
out of nowhere, popping up randomly.
I'm excited to see it.
I don't think you're gonna see
I don't
it.
think it's going to be that
Yeah.
impressive.
Somebody's going to get it on camera somewhere.
It's just gonna. I think it's gonna break up coming
Yeah,
through.
it'll just be a ball of fire
yeah.
falling to.
Well,
you know,
that, yeah.
That'd be cool, right?
I thought you meant you were gonna like check it out when it landed or something.
Be there.
Yeah.
No,
I'm
no,
gonna
no.
go see it.
know.
I'm gonna go get in. I'm gonna see what it's all about.
Somewhere between the 45th and the
Right.
negative. I can pinpoint this. I
Yeah.
can make this trip.
Well, if I'm going to go out on a trip like that, you're the person I'm going to call.
There you go.
Grab your camera. Let's go. I didn't even go out for the asteroid.
No.
No. Not that I had a chance to find it. I mean, we didn't live really too close.
I thought that'd be a really neat thing, right? If that was your job, that's just what you do.
Yeah.
You go hunt meteors, little chunks of rock, and
That'd
More
be pretty
successful
badass.
than finding Bigfoot.
yeah,
So-
right. You're more likely to find something, I guess.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Statistically, other people found meteors.
Somebody found them.
Just
Yeah.
randomly on the ice. Shit.
Little black rock sitting there, right? And all of a sudden you got a couple $100,000.
There you go.
I'm not going looking for it. Call me lazy. Whatever. I'll let the news tell me that it happened.
You know.
What speaking of your camera, when did that start? What was that? That itch inside you that was like, I'm just
When
gonna,
I got a camera,
Yeah, like I'm
Oh.
gonna buy a camera and start taking pictures for professional reasons, you know what I mean?
I've always been into doing video and stuff like that.
Right.
So I bought a DSLR to do video, and then started taking a few pictures and started taking a couple jobs, and here I am.
Just
Yeah.
evolved from
Yeah.
there.
Doing weddings. Weddings in different areas of the world now.
You know.
Yeah, this is my my third year doing weddings. My first destination wedding was last year
Yeah.
in Jamaica.
Jamaica.
Yeah.
Sounds rough.
real tough time.
Yeah.
Hell of a way to make a living.
Oh man, I gotta go
Shucks.
to Jamaica.
How was the recreational activities down there?
Jamaica's really cool.
Yeah?
A lot of fun. Yep.
What have you been to? How many continents?
I don't have a count right now. I don't
No?
know. Yeah.
Not
Well,
bad. Just go.
continents. Yeah, countries would
Yeah.
probably be the better word for that, right?
Yeah, I think I'd probably just been to one continent. Now that I think about it.
Any trips, like dream trips, like places you're like, man, I really want to go there? Or is it just like, the opportunity's here to go to here. Why not?
Yeah, I don't know if there's anywhere that I can think of offhand that's a dream trip.
No? I've always wanted to go to New Zealand.
Chernobyl. I'd like to go to Chernobyl. Yeah.
See all the fucked up wolves and pigs and shit.
Yep. I just got it added to like a Facebook group from Chernobyl. It's the Chernobyl exclusion zone or something like that. And it's just these photographers that go out there and they go out shooting and stuff like that. It's really neat.
I know some of those pictures are creepy.
The city.
Yeah, the city, like
just,
the playgrounds.
Yeah, people like literally just left everything and just
the way it
had
was,
to
and just go. And it's like just ghost town.
Yeah,
It's the ultimate ghost town, I guess, right? Yeah.
They just got done converting the actual nuclear site into like a solar something.
Panel.
Well, it's like a set of panels, but they're trying to like harness the solar energy there for something.
Oh, harness the energy that's there on site.
Yeah.
Well,
Well, it's put a dome on there to try to cap it, and then they put solar panels on top, I believe.
Huh. That's interesting.
That would be a shitty job to have.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I don't want to sign up for that one.
Hopefully got paid
we
well.
needed to go to this highly radioactive area and cap it in so the radiation quits getting out on everybody.
Do you like money and not care about your health?
Yeah.
We got a job for you.
Sign me up for the Mars trip. I'll take that chance.
Yeah, right. I think you got a better chance of not catching cancer going to Mars.
Right. Or growing a third arm somewhere,
Yeah.
Shit.
I don't know if Total Recall has taught me anything.
Might be.
I don't know if those odds are good.
I'd say my dream trip would probably be I'd like to see China, not because we just talked about it, but like all the ancient history of it all. There's a lot of stuff there.
Yeah, there's definitely a lot of history in China, I guess, huh?
See the Great Wall and
Yeah.
Forbidden City and all that shit.
The other place probably be like the Mayan pyramids. I think would
Yeah.
be cool. I know you were kind of close to that, right?
We went to a Mayan pyramid.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Nice.
A temple, I guess you'd think, right?
Yeah.
Yep. It's an interesting story. We were in Belize. I fell in love with Belize after I left there too. Though. we rented a moped there in Belize, and we're driving up to a Mayan pyramid to go check it out. It's one of those trips where they tell you like don't go away from the city. Somebody told us not even to get off the boat in Belize. It's not even worth your time, they said.
Really?
Yeah, it was pretty interesting. So we get the moped and we drive up to the place and we check it out and we go back to the ship. We don't have really like a great grip of what time it is because the boat time is different from our phone time. And I needed to use my phone for the map real quick, so I'm not sure if it sunk with the local time or was it still on boat time. So there could be a 3-hour discrepancy.
Oh, shit.
And then we went the wrong way for about 20, 30 miles.
Oh.
And we get to the gas station, and I think everything's good, right? And the guy just comes out and he goes, "Hey, mate, there's no gas." I don't know why he was Australian in the middle of Belize, but he was. So after he tells me there's no gas, we head on our way. I hope to find another gas station, and we don't. We run out of gas.
Oh,
Holy
shit.
shit.
We're pushing a moped in Belize. The only thing I have of any value with me is my camera and Natalie. And I think at least I can sell Natalie, right? At least I'm going home.
Getting some gas,
Yeah.
one way or another.
We're going home, camera. I promise.
So I got my camera strapped to me. That's all because what everybody told us on the ship was that Belize is just like covered in pickpockets and like poverty and like it's going to be the worst place in the world. Basically, is
Right.
the way they were billing it. Like it was going to be the big shithole, and it wasn't.
Leave your stuff on the boat so we can loot it.
Yeah,
when
pretty
you
much.
don't come back.
Yeah.
Come back to the bar. Did you know there's a casino room?
Yeah, right.
Did you make it back to the boat?
Obviously, I'm here. I'm not still.
Well,
in
yeah, but I
Belize.
mean, you could have spent a
You
couple
know.
of days in Belize
No.
before you're,
We pushed the moped for a little bit. We went to somebody's house and not speaking any Spanish. Just was trying to
shit.
gasolina. Can you help us? So we're pushing the moped down the main road because that's how those countries like that are. You just take the main road, and we see a sign that says gas, just GAS, not like gasolina like it would be written in Spanish or anything. So we pull up to the place, and it's a propane place.
Ooh.
And their whole fleet is diesel.
Damn.
So I get talking to the one guy, and I'm trying to ask for gasoline, and through the broken Spanish, they send out like like a manager or somebody like that, and he's like a white guy, and he's like, oh, you know what? We might have some gasoline in the back. Let me send this guy back and look for it. And about 5 or 6 minutes later, he comes up, and he's like, do you have anything to put it in? And Belize is just literally littered in garbage. Not like it's a terrible place, but a lot of people just throw you're drinking a soda bottle, you throw it out, you know?
Right.
So it took me like all of like 1 second to locate something to put this fuel in. I was just almost like sarcastically was like, are you kidding me? There's something to put this in everywhere.
Let me move my left foot. Oh,
Yeah.
here we go.
So I find this little container. We pour it from the gas can he has into this little container. It's like the brownest. It looks like iced tea or something.
Oh.
It's definitely not the color that gasoline's supposed to be. But I put it in the
Little oil
moped,
mixed in there, it's
started it
fine.
right up, and we got back to the ship. Luckily, we got there with plenty of time.
Nice.
Yeah, the time hadn't changed on the phone.
That's still pretty fucking scary.
It was it got a little intimidating for a second.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Stuck in Belize. Holy shit.
At least you got a good story out
Didn't
of it.
have my passport or anything with me.
Oh.
Didn't have much
Everything's
cash,
on the
maybe
boat,
100
right?
exactly,
Yeah.
So I don't even
Fuck
know. I don't even know how we would have had to do that. It would have been
You'd have been
it would've
selling
been-
something.
It would have been fun.
He still got his camera. So-
Yeah, that aside though, it was a pretty fun trip. We got some fun pictures. Got a story out of it.
Yeah.
Natalie left the GoPro running the whole time of the breakdown. So you can just hear like when we started up how excited I am. I'm just like, get on, let's go. that's all I say. We just zip off.
Right. But while you were pushing,
Yeah.
that's funny, dude. I don't know how. I'd probably lost my shit.
oh, there's so much
You know what I
pressure
mean?
there.
Just panic would have set in real quick.
I mean, I knew I would be all right. It just was going to be a pain in my ass if I got stuck there.
yeah.
yeah.
It would have been a pain in
Just
the
have to talk to the U.S. Embassy and wait for the cruise to finish. They would mail me my passport back, and
Ugh.
I don't know. I would have figured it out, but it would have been not as fun as finishing up the rest of the cruise.
Yeah.
The rest of the cruise is fun.
Yeah. You know, obviously your cruise ship didn't get stuck out in water like some of them do.
No, there was
Okay.
nothing wrong with the cruise ship.
that's good.
Everyone on the cruise ship breaks down with like fucking bird flu. Or,
Dude, you see them stories.
Yeah.
You know, ship stuck at sea for 4 days, toilet water overflowing. You know,
oh,
fuck that, dude.
It would be really interesting to be on one of those ships because I think a lot of those people are, I don't know what the way to say this, not like a dickhead, but like they're kind of like entitled people, right? You know?
Oh yeah, not prepared for
Yeah.
something like that.
Oh,
yeah.
you shut their water off, and they're just going to flip out.
Oh, yeah.
They're just not going to know how to handle anything.
no. I paid so much money for this.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd be in there like just as long as it don't sink.
Yeah.
You know,
How you guys on beer?
I'll get new shoes and
Yeah.
wash my feet. I'll
Yeah.
walk around in sewage if I have to. Just don't sink the fucking ship. That's
the
my
toughest
biggest
part
worry.
is that on a cruise ship, there's just so many people, and you
Oh,
know, just the proximity that everybody's in just isn't enough. Even you start pooping in buckets or something like that, you're going to get gross really fast.
Yeah, I would say the worst part for me would just be the open water. Like I'm terrified
Like
of
you're
it.
afraid
So,
of it?
oh yeah,
Yeah.
hell yeah. I
It's
don't-
really it's somewhat intimidating when you leave the horizon. You look on the horizon and you stop seeing land.
yeah. No,
It gets a little intimidating at first.
I don't. I've never been in a plane above water either. So that would probably freak me out quite a bit too. So
Did you say you've never flown the other day?
once,
You've only flown once.
But then he
Yeah.
jumped out.
I skydiving
That's right.
trip. Yep.
That's right.
That's what it was. Yep. That was the only time I've ever been on a plane off
so
the
no
ground.
commercial flight. Then.
Nope.
Huh.
You ever been on a bus?
Yeah.
It's pretty much
Oh,
that,
yeah.
just in the air.
Right. Right. No, I get it, but if you're on a bus, it'll stop. You can get off.
Hopefully.
But
like,
what are you going to do? You're not going to get off the bus. Not till your destination.
No.
no, I'm saying if the bus breaks down on the side of the road, you can get off the bus. If
So
the
you're worried
plane
about the plane
breaks
breaking down?
well,
You
shit,
jumped out of a plane
motherfucker.
before, man.
Yeah, there you
I
go.
had a parachute.
You're experienced.
I had an experienced man attached to me.
Hey, you're allowed
With
one
a parachute.
carry-on. Just make it a parachute.
You know what? I honestly, when I was a kid, I honestly thought, like, if I ever fly, I'm just going to carry on a parachute. Why wouldn't you?
Makes sense.
I don't think they're going to open the door for anybody, even with a parachute.
no.
But
I'll open it with my parachute.
yeah, I'm getting out of here.
See you
I
guys.
got this
Good
parachute.
luck, everybody else.
Yeah.
This plane's fucked. But you know what? I'd probably
Should have
jump.
packed better.
I'd probably jump at the wrong time. They'd be like, "There's a barking dog. I'm out of here. I'm done."
A crying baby, and
Do you-
behind you, you're like, I'm out.
Nope.
Do you
Gotta
think
go.
that commercially they'd let you carry a parachute on? I don't know if they would.
That's a good question. I don't think they would.
because then it's just gonna
I think that would
put that in somebody's mind that
yeah.
you can jump out of this airplane.
you would just
Yeah.
upset other people.
But it just looks like a backpack. If you just walked on wearing the parachute and you were like, "Oh, it's my backpack,"
You don't
and
think
put it in your
TSA
overhead,
would have anything to say
well,
about
they
this?
would.
Right.
But if
Yeah.
they cleared you and you got on the plane, the other passengers might just say,
I have
"Guy
a
with
note from the
backpack."
airline. They said it's
It's,
okay.
it's okay. I can bring this.
You know.
What do they? People travel with their pets,
Yeah.
right?
Yep.
What if you claimed your parachute was your
Emotional
safety-
support.
Yeah, your emotional support. Like, this is how I fly. I need
It makes more sense to be attached to a parachute than it does a dog.
There you go. Right?
Especially when you're flying on an airplane. Did you see that they had that one that dog died in the overhead bin?
Yeah.
What?
Well, who would put a dog in an overhead bin and think that it's okay? It's they're relatively
horrible.
sealed up. It's
But-
like putting a dog in like a toad or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They
did
made
not
her do
hear
it.
about that. That's
Her
horrible.
other
They
option
made
was
her.
leave the dog at the airport.
Whoa. That sounds like she has a lawsuit.
She probably does have a lawsuit. The airline had definitely admitted that it was their fault on this one, but
The same airline mailed a dog to a different country.
Really?
Yeah,
Wow.
and it was down in the where they put all the bags and stuff.
Yeah,
what
the
airline
cargo
was
hold.
this?
I can.
I feel like
We have the
I
technology.
think it's
yeah,
United.
Look that up real quick.
I think.
United's been having a bad.
I think
go
it's
lately.
United, but I'm not 100% sure on that, so you can go ahead and double check it. But yeah, they mailed, it was like a German Shepherd too. And this dog spent like a day and a half to Japan and back.
Oh wow.
You
so
know,
I typed in "dog dies on," and the first hit was United flight.
United, there we go. Yep.
So there's a good.
But
chance.
it was a small dog, yeah,
Yeah.
in the overhead bin. Yep.
Has that always been a thing where you can fly with little animals?
No.
I didn't know
No,
that
that's
you could
recent.
do this at all. Is it
It's-
recent? They're just
yeah.
changing it.
Mainly it's for that people claim for emotional support.
Right.
Like even in California, Arizona, people will bring in dogs to like Home Depot or Target.
I've seen that even around here.
It's progressively becoming more and more common. But
Right.
I like walk into an H&M or Macy's or whatever store you're going in, and you see somebody walking a dog. I would not do that. One, I wouldn't trust the floors at those places. My
Yeah,
dog
right.
could eat something, step on something.
I'm not
Some
worried about
random
that.
person coming over like, let me touch your dog.
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, then if your dog does anything, it's on you, right?
Yeah,
Your
Yeah.
dog,
bite somebody.
you know.
or-
Yeah, even some little dickhead kid that kicks it or something, or
Deserves
steps
it.
on his
Yeah.
foot, and your dog bites him or something, and
My
then
dog,
it's on you.
My dog bit him and I punched him, sir. That's more so my fault.
What bugs me is people that drive with their dog in their lap.
Yeah, I'll get you.
Oh, dude, I hate that
It
shit.
can be
Dog's
real
like
safe, I guess, right?
Hanging out the
No.
window by the steering wheel.
Yeah. And they're, trying to drive with one hand and maneuver the dog around.
Imagine an accident, right? The airbag's just gonna just
Oh, that dog's
smash that dog
done.
into you, right?
Gone.
Oh man,
Gone. If it didn't fly out the damn window.
right.
I know.
So that bugs me. I don't care if you bring your dog into the store, whatever. I'll get over that.
Yeah.
I'm not bringing my dog into the store, but
I'm with you.
You
I'm
do
with
what you
you.
got to do.
On that,
Don't put it in your lap when you're driving your car. You son
Or
of
people
a
take
bitch.
it and they go to like a store and they're going to be in there for like an hour and just leave it outside in the car.
Well, yeah, that too. That's
Uh.
I don't like that shit either. I do like reading the stories of people busting out
Putting the
windows.
windows.
Yeah, for sure. Then you had like that woman from I don't remember what city. She left her kids in the fucking car.
Oh, yeah,
At
yeah.
Sam's Club. Idiot. You deserve to go to prison for a little while if you're going to do some
Yeah.
dumb shit like that, Even when my kids aren't in the car, I turn around and look at the car seat. Like
Habit.
it's just habit. How do you forget? I don't get it.
and plenty of people do though.
They do. All over the place.
Seeing somebody on their cell phone while the dog's in their lap in the front seat driving.
Yeah.
Is that really?
You're just
that
asking
confident.
for
Yeah,
trouble.
right.
You're asking for an accident, and then you're going to be all, "Why did this happen to me?"
I had no
You
idea
know,
it was
like,
going to
yeah.
happen.
you have a fucking dog in your lap.
It'd probably be the cell phone.
You're playing
right?
Juul,
Like,
you know?
Yeah.
I don't know why my cell phone would work when I'm driving if I can't use it. That's the society we have now, huh?
Pretty much.
Really coddled.
Extremely.
Yeah.
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 Nobody wants to take blame for anything.
I've tried to think back to where it started, where it skewed.
Yeah.
'Cause
Everyone
I don't
gets
think
a
it
trophy.
was really. I got a trophy for playing baseball, but I didn't look at it like, oh, I got a trophy because I participated. It was just something my parents paid for because you pay for baseball.
But everybody gets
uniform,
one.
trophy. Yeah, I never looked at it like that.
But it started from a parent going, well, that kid's good, and he got a trophy for being the best. Why didn't my kid?
Yeah.
Well, your kid's not the best. Like, there's no... They put everyone at the same level instead of having someone who's like the sports hero or someone who's
right,
like,
you
wow,
win
that
or
kid's
you
really-
lose.
Yeah.
That's
if
kind
you're
of how
really
it goes,
good at
right?
something, you should be, get the accolades.
So do you think,
get the
John, that
achievements.
that it started with participation awards? Is that what you're saying?
That's what I would say.
I think part of
Yeah.
it, yeah, for sure. And thinking about it, when I was in 7th grade, I was on the swimming team, and I got a ribbon for 7th place.
Out of how many competitors? There?
Probably
8.
like 8. Yeah.
You didn't come in last. Good job, kid.
Well, 8th got a ribbon too, but
I mean,
But there's a ribbon for everybody,
Right.
every place.
yeah,
you-
thinking back
to me,
on it,
you
like
shouldn't
yeah.
enforce. Or
What if there's like 32, right? No,
That's a bit
32nd
different. You made
place.
top 10.
Yeah, but why?
If you give the
It's just like a
32nd place
waste
a
of a
trophy,
ribbon.
it should be like a goof trophy where like the guy's like not even swimming, sitting there on a cell phone.
The
Yeah,
coach
you
or
don't,
something.
I don't think you have to finish to get 32nd, right?
Just a trophy of a guy putting in change at a vending machine. You're like, there you go, you did it. This is a swim competition. Yeah, exactly, kid.
I'd say that's where it went wrong. Yeah,
No,
I can't see it helping.
no.
I don't know. It's leading down a dangerous course, that's for sure.
Yeah, that is for sure.
It's taking us places that we ain't been in quite some time.
Or at all.
Well, that's hard to say because I wasn't here forever.
That's true.
For me personally, to say that, I mean, there's probably been moments and areas where,
It's possible.
like you think about the shit we go through in America right now, what we're seeing in society and stuff, and think about all the other countries in the world, all the other places. You've been there. You know what I mean? You see shit.
A few of them.
Right.
One or two.
Like political climates in those countries, it's not even the same, is it?
I found it most of the time, if anybody wants to talk politics, which isn't too often outside of the States,
Right.
they want to talk about United States politics.
Really?
Yeah. And
They
that's
want to bring
the
it right
last-
back
It's
to
more
where
of
That's the last thing I want to talk about.
entertainment.
But they don't have the opportunity to do like we do, I guess, maybe, right?
What's that?
Like the voting and the like certain places in the world. I don't know that where you were, but they don't get to vote.
Nobody votes in Cuba, right?
Nobody does.
I mean,
Okay.
right?
Well,
So
I
there's
see. I don't know. I only know a little bit, dude. I
Wasn't
don't-
it a dictatorship?
It was a dictatorship.
Okay.
I'm
So-
pretty sure you don't get to vote in those.
Right.
But I'm not. Yeah, I've never been to Cuba.
I think some of their stuff's changing now.
I think so.
I don't-
After he died.
Starting to open up a little
Yeah,
bit.
I didn't check too much into it, into their.
Well, like you
Political-
said, if you
political
brought
atmosphere,
politics, they wanted to talk about America.
Yeah,
right?
no, I mean
So-
nobody really wanted to talk politics in Cuba.
Right.
In Cuba, it was like kind of like going to the past a little bit.
Yeah.
There wasn't a lot of TVs in a lot of places. There wasn't a lot of like radio broadcast. It just wasn't.
That's so weird.
There wasn't stores on the corners.
We got satellites falling from the sky, but they can't transmit a
Okay.
Wi-Fi signal to Cuba, like,
Yeah.
or do the government
They're
blocks
not,
it? Right.
They're not there yet.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
Oh,
I'm not sure
okay.
how that works.
Because like I know you hear about Russia and Putin's basically a dictator,
Pretty much.
but there was a guy that was going to run against him, but he X'd him out. You got to go and
Funny enough, they all fall ill.
right, yeah.
Yeah.
So, okay. I don't know, man. A lot of south of the border shit I don't know about.
No,
So
I've never really looked into it though.
that's why you're here.
I'm not quite the political expert.
Hey. You were on the ground. You know what's up there.
Yeah.
You
Get a
talked
press
to some,
badge. Should be
some
fine.
locals. You're good.
Surprisingly, not political people.
What was the most surprising conversation you've had, aside from looking for gas?
Surprising conversations.
Just
Well, I
like
don't
something that you went somewhere and then you met someone who just like, wow, you have an interesting life.
I think everybody that you meet in a country like that is going to have somewhat of an interesting life, right?
Did they
I don't know,
ask
I've
you
never been.
questions about America? Like, were they, or did they already
Intrigued
seem to
about-
know?
It was hard to talk to like a lot of local. If you're asking about Nicaragua,
Yeah.
yeah, I mean I don't know any Spanish, so it was a little hard to talk to the locals there. Most
Okay.
people spoke Spanish, so any conversations was just brief, just
Broken English style, like
I want tacos, I want chicken,
gas,
cerveza, gasolina, yeah.
gasolina.
Fill up. It's pretty basic there.
Which way is my boat? Stuff like that.
Yeah. I'm trying to learn a little bit of Spanish, so why not, right?
Yeah, couldn't hurt.
Yeah.
Do you remember any of it from high school? Because I know you had to
I didn't
take
take
at least-
I didn't take Spanish in high school. I took
Well,
French.
Oh,
Yeah.
shit.
Yep.
Well, looks like you're traveling the wrong part of the world then.
Yeah.
You ever thought about going to France?
Yeah, I'll probably go to France.
Yeah?
Yeah. Got this move on the way, then after that, it's back to international travel.
That's right. You're moving south.
Yeah, that's probably the only reason I don't have 3 more trips booked right now.
Yeah.
Natalie is just like a tripaholic.
Yeah?
Yeah, she really
Nothing
likes to
wrong
go
with
somewhere
that.
about once a month. And I enjoy it. Why not?
Yeah,
Keep you
Yep.
on your toes.
as long as you can, why not?
Yeah, right.
See the world. spend a bunch of money.
No.
Most of the trips
not
we went on are
experience.
pretty reasonable, actually. You know, especially when you're traveling light, you're backpacking around.
Mm-hmm.
You got your room and board. This is one of your biggest expenses there. A lot of times in those countries, that's pretty
cool.
inexpensive.
You take that one killer photo and sell that bitch for a couple thousand.
Yeah, I hope.
Pays
Right?
for the whole trip. Speaking of which, so you got a Facebook page, right?
For my photography?
Yep.
I do.
there we go.
I do.
Rob-
Rob Harbaugh Photography.
There we go. People, please check it out. Follow along.
We will have a link provided.
Yep. We'll link up with that
I got a website as well.
website.
Yeah. Website, Facebook, it all keeps you in touch, right?
Yeah, everything's connected.
There's
so.
an Instagram.
Oh, shit.
I think you can just Google it. I'm not going to do with the whole, like...
We'll put up a link
Yeah,
for 'em, so,
yeah.
so that way they
It's
can
the
see all these
future.
pictures. Make
I
it
will
easy for
say-
the folks at home.
Yeah, you had that one picture of that school bus, man. I still want to get a copy of that.
You like that one,
Yeah,
huh?
I do.
Yeah.
I don't
Yep.
know what it was. Where was that in Michigan?
That was in Ohio somewhere.
Oh.
Somewhere near Hocking Hills.
Back to Ohio.
Yeah, back to Ohio.
We appreciate you guys.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure that school bus was the coolest thing in Ohio.
Really?
Ohio's a terrible state.
Yes.
Oh, look at that.
Well, hey, man, it is. You know, you drive through it forever.
It
and
is so long.
It is.
Their roads, though,
The
they're
roads are
nice.
nice.
Better.
Yeah.
Kudos for you.
We've said that like 4 weeks in a row. You got great roads.
It's about the best thing going in Ohio. Cincinnati's a surprisingly big city.
Is it?
Yeah.
I've been to Cleveland.
I went down to Columbus and actually had a good time.
Yeah.
It's a fun city.
Was it for Michigan, Ohio State, or no?
No, no.
Yeah.
It was for like a screen printing convention or something
Oh,
like
okay.
that. Yeah.
What was the worst state that you've ever been through in the United States here?
Are we talking road still? Because that's Michigan for
Anything.
sure.
Well, yeah. That's hands down.
The worst state? I don't know.
Yeah.
You can't really say
Oklahoma, I can say that.
you didn't have any fun in Oklahoma, huh?
Oh, it's the armpit of the fucking world.
Nice. Did you live there or? you
No, I
just-
drove through it a
just
few
drove through?
times.
Yeah.
It makes Ohio look like Disneyland.
Nice.
Stopped at a what are those little fucking rest areas off the highway, and I'm not exaggerating. Their urinal was a tin can stapled to the wall.
Whatever gets it done, right?
You know the
You peed. You still peed in it.
no. That is a false statement. I was like, I'm not peeing in a fucking tin can, and I look over to like the toilet, and there was a shower curtain as the door.
Oh, well.
So I went, fuck this. And I drove the 35 miles to Texas. And let me tell you, Texas has some of the best rest stops in the world.
Oh, shit.
Marble floors, brand new fucking toilets, interactive
You have
fucking
to
shit.
sign in just so they keep tabs on everybody.
You know,
you know?
automatic doors. You just walk up and the thing starts playing like the history of Southwest Texas.
Deep in the heart. It plays as you're pissing. That's good. That's nice.
Yellow Rose of Texas. And you're like, all right, fuck Oklahoma.
See, this is where I lack in conversation because I've been to Ohio, Pennsylvania,
Yeah,
New York,
you need
Buffalo,
to travel
New
a little.
York.
Buffalo.
Yeah. Travel, man.
Sounds like there's some stories.
No.
Do it old school, man. Take the family, get in the station wagon, and go.
Oh,
Yeah, we go up north.
Go to
That's
Wally
it.
World,
Like,
man.
Well, you don't like to change it up ever.
nah, I don't like spending that much time in a car. To be honest with you,
Yeah, that's a good point.
Like when I get up north, 4 hours. Ooh,
That's your max.
I'm pissed.
You can hit Chicago in that time.
There you go.
I got family in St. Louis, but that 9-hour car ride staring me in the face like I don't want to
Break
do
it up.
dude.
Do 2 days.
Yeah.
That's
stop somewhere in the
okay.
middle.
So
But
now
then-
I'm at 4 days alone driving, round trip. Like now I need at least 3 to enjoy
don't-
St. Louis.
You don't
right?
like those little like roadside attractions or anything like that?
No.
I love that stuff, man. That's some of my favorite
I
stuff.
can do it if
Cadillac
I'm
Ranch in Amarillo, Texas.
That seems neat, right?
Oh,
Yeah,
dude, it's
on
badass.
it's on my list.
if I'm available to do it, I'll do it. But I'm never. I can't afford it for one, but two.
Oh, it gets expensive traveling. Well, it depends on how far you go, but you're toting around the family. That's
yeah, the
food,
hell with that, dude.
gas.
I put the kids in the car for 40 minutes and I'm screwed,
Nice.
Tablets don't help.
No. Especially if each state has different Wi-Fi. Now I got to learn password. Oh, yeah. I can already see that being a horrible trip.
Now I got to hit East Coast and then the northern states. It's on my
Until you've been
agenda.
to them all?
Just
You
about.
trying to go to them all?
Trying
Nice.
to. Well, continental. Haven't been to Alaska or Hawaii, but they're on the list as well.
Nice.
I wouldn't mind seeing Hawaii.
Hawaii seems okay.
Yeah.
It's such a long flight to get there, though.
Oh, yeah.
What's that, like 9 hours from L.A.?
Something like that. It's in the ballpark.
It's far out there.
Yeah.
All over water.
Just over
Yeah.
water.
The whole
No,
deal.
I'm probably not going.
There's nothing out there. Nothing out there but water.
I'm
Water
probably
and
not going.
an island of plastic that just floats like a blob.
Yeah, that's not out there now, is it? Is that where they found that at?
I think it's plastic and trash that's out there now, I think.
Yeah.
Way to go,
That's-
humans.
That's where I'm going to live.
Crushed it.
We're going to live on the trash island.
claim it as your own. Start a new fucking
King of the
country.
trash.
There you go.
All you gotta do is figure out a way to float on it, right? It's as big as Texas.
There's people out there that
my
take-
sovereign floating nation.
There's people out there that have taken control over abandoned oil rigs and got sovereignty.
Nice.
Yeah, I remember a story about a dude. Did he start his own country or something?
A guy did, and right now his son is in charge of it because he passed away, and then the son, the prince,
I like it.
is in charge.
I'm the prince of my own country. It's just an oil rig.
It's
but-
an oil
Yeah,
rig.
you take a little fucking boat out there, ride, and like get on a
little.
bullhorn and be like, "Hey," he'll come down and be like, "How's it going? I'm Prince so and so. This is my
I don't know
wife."
what made me think about this, but have you guys heard the Sentinel people? They're uncontacted. Well, not anymore. They've been contacted, but they were originally discovered in the 70s as uncontacted people.
Like in
Just
the
still
forest, like
wild.
jungles and shit.
Yeah, they're out there,
Yeah.
and they're like
I've
aggressive
seen some
to people.
things. Yeah, people
Is
try
it-
to fly drones in and they fucking like
They
hit
throw
rocks
like
and shit.
yeah,
Yep,
they throw
yep.
shit at it. Yeah.
Yep.
because they don't know what the fuck it is.
Yeah, so here's how they contacted him. Here's how their big idea was
Okay.
you go there, you kidnap a guy, you take him away. Seriously, they don't know the language, so this is their action. They kidnap him, they treat him good, and they send him back. Unfortunately, with all our diseases, he didn't make it. So in the midst of feeding this guy cheeseburgers or whatever they're trying to do to like fatten him up and send him back, have a
diabetes,
good
the
time.
flu,
Who knows?
cancer.
What happened to him. He didn't make it back. So then
Syphilis.
it doesn't look good on your track record. The next
No.
time you go back and you're like,
Take
well,
somebody
you
and they
took
come
our
back and
person.
die.
Yeah, they didn't bring him back. I'm sure dead. They
Oh,
probably
fuck
just
no.
left him dead elsewhere
Jeez.
with no explanation because you can't tell these people anything.
Yeah.
because you don't
What
speak
do
a
you do?
common
Try
language.
to take another one?
They speak like Starvin' Marvin.
I don't know what
Clicks
they-
and noises and shit. You
it's
know,
native, whatever their native tongue is. They
Kinda point.
developed it over the last whoever knows how many years they've been uncontacted.
What's better than
Ugh.
being like ballsy and walking straight up and be like, "Hey, how you going?" Like
They were
they'd
throwing
fucking
spears at
kill you.
drones, dude.
Yeah, I know. Death wish.
I don't think that they want people.
No, probably not.
yeah.
Let 'em
there's
be.
there's a story of a woman many years ago that lived with apes. How does that work?
She lived with apes.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean, there's stories of-
Gorillas in the Mist. You remember that movie?
I don't
Jane
remember
Goodall.
the movie now.
What was her name?
Jane Goodall.
No. The actress that
Oh,
was
I
in the
don't
movie.
fucking know. I never seen that movie.
Sigourney Weaver from
Was it
Alien.
Sigourney
Yeah,
Weaver?
I think she did that movie. Yeah,
Fair enough.
but Jane Goodall. Yeah, she lived with apes.
Just
dude.
study
I'll have to
them
check
and
it
learn
out,
their
I
habits.
guess,
and that. What? There's also reports and like documents of people being like abandoned, and they'll be raised by wolves or different apes or different animals, and they
So that's a
pick
true
up.
thing.
Yeah,
It
no,
doesn't
actually,
sound like a true thing.
it actually happens. Like, and they can't teach these people once they like find them and bring them back. They can't teach them how
to be
civili-
human.
to be to be civilized. Like talking is difficult for them. They still have the traits of like if they're raised with dogs, they'll
They see
growl.
food, they eat it.
They see
Just
food, they eat it. They growl. If you get too close, they'll try to bite you.
You get too close to me, I'll growl and bite you.
Especially if I'm eating.
Yo.
I
Like
think
they'll
that,
walk on all fours and just have odd posture.
Yeah,
Yeah.
That's
Hey.
weird.
And they usually die quickly once
Yeah,
they try to
'cause
reassociate into.
I'm sure we're pumping them full of all kinds of shit
Yeah,
that they're
right.
not used to. You know,
You don't want your McDouble? What's wrong?
all right. $6 salad full of pesticides and shit. You know, whatever. They probably ate better when they were raised by wolves.
Probably.
So how would that work, right? You're raised by wolves. Wolves can eat a completely different diet than we do.
True.
Are they dining on the wolves' diet?
I would assume so.
So they're eating raw meat and stuff?
But there's raw meat diets out there. There's raw diets where
you,
they
you
eat.
think they're doing it, huh?
There's
It's
a
interesting.
chance.
I think you'd get sick.
Unless
I
he's
guarantee
making
it.
it up. Well,
I'm
I'm
not
sure the
making it
first
up.
couple of years
You said
were.
Jason's
you know.
making it up?
No. The kid that was raised by wolves.
Gotcha,
It's
good
quite the
fuckers,
accusation,
you know.
right?
You know, I
Well,
read an
thanks,
article of a
John.
kid in France raised by wolves or whatever. You know, he spent like 13 years in the wild all by himself.
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck did you do out there by yourself for 13 years?
Hung out with Bat Boy, maybe?
He did something.
Sasquatch took him in.
Yeah.
'Cause when they found him-
Sasquatch and Bad Boy all been living in a cave.
Be cool to find a Sasquatch.
Hey. I wouldn't want to get too close.
I think I don't know if you listened to previous episodes of ours, but I
I
think
listened to a few of them.
okay. I think Bigfoot might be a time traveler.
Nice.
May or may
A,
not be.
a human time traveler?
No. He's in his own little like Rick and Morty dimension where he
Okay.
can just jump back and forth.
Nice.
Yeah, I think something's going on there with Bigfoot. That's why we don't find any dead carcasses.
That's interesting.
Like, how long is one Bigfoot going to live?
I just kind of figured that they buried their dead.
But that would mean that there's more than one out there. And in this day and age,
You think there's only one Bigfoot?
He just travels around through the
how
different.
many videos do we
With
fucking
this time
see?
travel thing, it adds a different
That's what I
perspective
mean,
to it.
right? Like if there was more than one Bigfoot, you'd have found one living in a cave, bones or something by now.
Maybe.
They're finding dinosaurs from 3 million years ago, but they ain't found a Bigfoot yet.
But they're still finding new. What was it? In Antarctica, you guys said they found new penguins, right?
Yeah, there was
One-
like
yeah.
1.5 million.
1.5
penguins.
million penguins hidden somewhere,
Just
right?
popped up.
And you're saying that a Sasquatch?
Couldn't be possible.
I know.
I mean, they just found a footprint. I forget where, but it was like from 11,000 years ago in an area where they didn't think humans were ever.
I saw something about that. Yeah.
think
I mean,
we've got
shit
a pretty,
pops up.
pretty unrealistic grip on history. You remember, like the
it's guesswork. I mean,
yeah, exactly.
It's from what we have discovered, and they're like, all right, from that we're going to build this little chart, and then something else pops up, and they go, well, fuck. All right, time to redo the chart.
Yeah. Didn't they say they had some of those? A lot of the dinosaurs were put together wrong.
Yeah,
Like,
they'll
out of
find
different bones.
Yeah,
and-
they'll find like a group of bones and be like, this all must be one dinosaur.
And it was just probably just different creatures, huh?
3 dinosaurs.
three
that died in
dinosaurs
the same
in
spot.
Yeah.
That's all.
And then later they figure out like, ooh, actually that bone's for this, and they'll take it out and be
Could
like,
you imagine if they had to reconstruct humans? But maybe they reconstructed us right now in this room, right? They
Yeah.
probably put some like 3-headed person together,
you know,
right? You know?
well, this thing had 8 feet.
yeah. And
A
it
couple of
couldn't
those feet
hear,
had-
so it had their headphones. And
Yeah.
2 more arms might not be a bad idea, you know.
You never know. I mean, there's stuff out there
A
that's
tail or something. I don't know. Yeah, whatever.
I mean, there's dinosaurs that
what,
they
you
put
tell me
together.
you guys don't have tails?
No.
Oh, sorry, Rob.
Is this
Oh.
You know,
confessions? Bring it on.
we're gonna have to take a break. He needs a minute. No, they've had dinosaurs that they completely put together, come up with names, and then they found out it was like just a couple different dinosaurs put together, and they're like, ooh, so that one actually didn't exist.
If I remember correctly, there is a shit ton of dinosaurs, right?
Hmm?
What if there was only 8 or 9 of them? And that's what happened. The human imagination was like, let's create this one. This is
Possible,
what
but
we
I
thought
think
it
the
looked
amount
like.
of skulls, I mean, the different variations and densities and shapes, overall sizes.
But wasn't there? There's a huge evolutionary period right there.
Oh yeah.
Well,
There's
fuck
yeah.
There's a huge evolutionary period, right?
Right.
Yeah.
That's not meant to say.
Yeah.
But it's the same thing as like,
But no
from
Sasquatch.
Still no Sasquatch bones.
I'm just
Or
saying,
poop.
There is a missing link between humans and other great apes.
Apes?
You think that time travel and Sasquatch is it?
Possible. It could have. All right. So when humans evolved to what we are, something else could have happened
Yeah.
with a different fucking.
And he jumped through that
Yeah.
little dimension. And,
He could have been
you know,
so advanced. What if Sasquatch are
You think it was like
advanced creatures?
Human and Sasquatch hand in hand, and one guy's like, "I'm gonna go this way,"
You know?
and the other guy's like, "I'm gonna go in this time portal."
You're like, you know what, Jeff? Fuck you. How about you go on your own? He's like, fine.
If
It's about
Sasquatch
time we
was
split.
banging a bunch of cave women and then just leaving,
Who knows?
it'd be awesome.
Sasquatch is kind of a dickhead.
Maybe. He might be. Sure.
There's a bear shit in the woods. Yeah, then Sasquatch throws it at you.
But he wouldn't know he was a dickhead.
Yeah.
It would just be you thinking he was a dickhead.
He's just normal to
know.
him.
Yes. It's all subjective, I guess. Huh?
Yeah, fuck yeah. It's like dealing with a gorilla or a monkey. If the monkey throws poo at you, you're like, yeah, fucking asshole, you threw poo at me. But in his world,
Why didn't he throw it
you're
back?
just a target.
Nice.
He's going to throw the poo anyways. He might as well aim at you, right?
Score some points.
Yeah.
20 points if you hit that guy over there with the afro.
Yeah. I think that birds,
Oh, they shit on your car on purpose.
absolutely.
I think so. I think birds just shit where they want to.
Maybe.
Sometimes they wanna
They're
shit
the
on your
real
car.
rebels.
Maybe. But we can trust that you're going to get pictures of all of it. If you ever find a fucking Bigfoot carcass,
Oh, yeah.
you better
Oh,
take
yeah,
a
I'm
bunch of
gonna
pictures
shoot
of that
it.
shit.
Yeah.
Let me ask you, both. On the off chance you do discover a Bigfoot, do you change the name? Because you'll get to name it because you discovered it. Officially.
This is a scenario that I'd never thought I would have to run through my brain, to be honest.
You're welcome.
I never thought I'd have to see if I would name a Sasquatch.
Welcome to the corner house, my friend.
Yeah, I think Sasquatch would do. I think we'd just stick with it.
Yeah.
Maybe.
I'd rename it.
You'd
John
rename it.
Squatch or
Oh,
what
yeah.
are you
John
gonna do?
Squatch.
No. I'd probably call it something that just didn't even fit close.
No.
Just change the definition of some word to Sasquatch.
Nice.
Just come up with a word.
Yeah.
I name it McChicken.
There you go.
McChicken would be cool.
And then you could sue McDonald's.
Yeah.
Like, I'm sorry, this is McChicken.
This is McChicken. You can't eat a Sasquatch.
You know, he's 9'6", and yeah,
But you can't call him Sasquatch.
you can't. You'll never be able to call him Sasquatch.
You can't
guess.
eat a McChicken.
One
That's
or
what
the
you'd
other.
have to say.
This is Turbo Laser Lasso Man. He's pretty neat.
My girlfriend was trying to figure out a new web handle yesterday, and I was coming up with a bunch.
That's pretty difficult to do.
You know, it is, right? It honestly is. I was coming up with a bunch of gold, but she wasn't feeling it. She was just not.
I was throwing gem after
I
gem,
had
and
some
she shot
great
it down.
ones that I'm not going to mention on the air thing today.
Oh, no?
No.
We'll talk.
They were
we
good.
might talk
They were
about
good.
it later.
Maybe later we'll talk about it.
Register them and then bring them up.
Yeah. Yeah.
That is one thing you could do. You could come up with them and then start a business where you just sell them.
I thought that'd be a cool idea for
Kind of like
bands, right?
GoDaddy.
Yeah. Come up with band names.
And just
There
sell
you
band
go.
names.
Mhm.
Get them
That'd be
registered
sweet.
and be like, I own it.
You can buy the .com and everything, right?
Exactly.
There you go.
.com. You can register the name of the band in the area.
Yeah.
You'd have a year to sell it, and then you'd have to just refile,
Hey.
right?
Why not?
What was your first one? Just give us one.
For a band name?
What the gold that you spoke of?
Oh,
Just one.
what was some of them?
No.
No, I don't know.
See, the toughest thing for me is when you find something, you're like, yeah, I'm using this, and you type it in, and it comes up like, already in use. And you're like,
Yeah.
fuck.
You feel like your identity's been stolen a
Yeah,
little bit
and you
there?
don't want to put a 1 behind it or like a 28 or be that guy.
Well, we've learned that you have 2 years. Somebody
This is
will
true.
steal it within 2 years.
This idea will become public and in operation within 2 years.
So
What idea is this?
Any idea. Any
Oh,
idea
okay.
you're like, man, I have an idea to make this and it'll be a good company. Yes, somebody else is already working on it.
Oh,
Yep.
yeah, for sure.
you have 2
2
years.
years.
Yep.
That's your
That
window.
is your window.
So
But what if somebody started it 2 years ago?
then you better
You better
register
hurry.
that shit tomorrow.
Depends
It's a
on
lot
if
of
they're
pressure.
lazy or not.
It's a lot of pressure. I can't even think of a new screen name, man. I can't even think of a new online handle.
Well, you said you did.
Well.
She couldn't.
She couldn't.
She couldn't.
I'm not good at that shit.
No.
I just put
I
my
try to stick
name
to
and
the
ad
Is yours
numbers.
still Dick Handler 75?
Yes.
That's what used to be that, right?
It's actually Pro Dick Handler.
Dick Handler
79.
Pro.
Yeah.
You had to change it, right? Dick Handler 2018.
Has the TM at the end. It's really nice.
I keep it.
Yeah.
Was it $40 a year or something? I got this.
It depends on
40.
where, you know.
For what? What are you paying?
The handle.
Who are you paying to handle?
The
your-
handle.
I mean,
Who
I
are you
get
paying
why,
to
yeah.
handle this for $40?
Yeah.
Who? I feel like you're getting had here.
Well, like if you're going for like websites and that, like if you ever looked at your name as a .com,
No.
somebody probably already owns it.
I own my .com though.
That's good. That's
Yeah,
good
it
you
is,
got
right?
it early.
Yeah.
Because like later in life, you're
Do
like,
you
"Oh."
really?
Yeah, it's my website.
Yeah,
RobHarbaugh.com.
For all the listeners
yeah.
out there,
Rob Harbaugh Photography.
you go ahead and Google
well,
your
see,
name.
you add
.com.
photography. It
No,
changes
I didn't
it.
add photography though.
Okay, all right.
I should buy that.
I've seen
I've already
people-
said it. Somebody's already done. Somebody's already getting it.
You got 2 years.
You know?
I did have a really good idea for a website one time, and then started typing it in. Was going to buy it that night, and then didn't. And then the next day I went to buy it, and
Somebody had it.
somebody had literally bought it in that time. I just figured it was the site, right? The site or somebody like that buys up
Yeah,
bulk stuff. Exactly. They probably
They're
get
like, oh,
the,
somebody's looking for this. I'm going to buy it and then
exactly,
sell them
right.
back to them.
Yep.
I've heard
Was your
of.
cell phone on? Maybe your phone was tapped and they heard you talking about the
I don't want to
idea.
seem like a conspiracy theorist here, but I'm almost 100% sure that for ads and stuff like that, your phone is
the
just
cookies.
tapped.
There's cookies and the microphone.
Not even
and
type
shit.
it in though. You know, you just if you say something,
If you're texting someone about something,
that makes sense.
and then you see it later on in a website pop up, yeah, that's not coincidence.
that makes sense because you've
Yeah.
typed it, right? I get that, and,
Yeah.
and it's definitely.
or if you talk
infringement of
over
some
it,
sort.
like during a conversation on the
That's
phone.
what's scary.
Yeah, it records it.
Dude, you used to record the house phone from your basement. You used to tap the phone
The old
upstairs.
modem,
yeah.
yeah. Yep.
And we used to listen to your sister on the phone
remember
having
that.
conversations.
You're talking
in
the dial-up
basement.
days. You had
Yeah,
to dial into
dude.
the internet. That seems like so long
Like
ago.
if you could tap the phone 20 years ago,
I guess
You
it
know.
is.
I'm sure Snapchat is from the CIA. That's what I'm saying.
But I've heard of people giving baby gifts, like a baby shower gift, as a domain name of the baby's name.
that's smart.
Interesting.
That's really smart.
What are you going to do with it? They'll build a website for your baby?
I'm just saying, you
Sell
have
it.
What's your
It's
website
like-
name?
Mine?
Yeah.
Rob Harbaugh.
Exactly. If that kid grows up and wants to do something, they already have the domain name.
Well, so nobody should name their kid Rob Harbaugh. That one's already done.
yeah.
That one's already done.
Fair enough. But if they want to like name their kid Ebenezer McDice,
I guarantee
.com.
that's open. That's a good name too. I'm gonna take that one and
Don't do it.
should we edit that out?
No. We'll keep it. I wanted to name my first son Ebenezer.
nice.
Yep.
Funny enough, it got shot down. It got some
real
votes.
quick.
Yeah, there was votes for it, but
You know what I owned for a little bit? Because the old man used to always just say it randomly. EndlessTitties.com. I bought it and then
what do you say? EndlessTitties.com.
EndlessTitties.com. It was like here was the old. This is my dad, the old man. He had a pitch that like this is before like Pornhub and shit like that. He just wanted a website that was just
Endless titties.
The more you scroll, the more titties come up. And I was like, that's actually just kind of genius.
Oh, yeah, you
you
could
know,
make
and
so much money on
and
that.
you could so easily do it.
Oh yeah.
You know,
And then Mr. Skin.
it's almost like a Google search of titties. Just type in titties and just see what comes up, and that's what his website was. You know,
Like,
going to be.
just click images. And,
Endless
I'm just saying that's probably still an option.
I owned it for like a year, and then I think I just let it expire. It might still be up.
You might want to look into that.
I think all these domains I'm just gonna have to like go on before this gets on the air Saturday and make sure
it'll be up Wednesday morning.
Yeah.
So you got about 3 days.
You got some time.
Before I buy them. Shit, I might do it.
Oh yeah, say it doesn't go up Saturday.
I'm gonna
obviously, it
go
goes
ahead
up
and
Wednesday,
Google
right?
this real quick.
Uh-oh.
That is a solid fucking website name.
EndlessTitties.com.
Oh,
of
yeah.
course.
Pop slinging
So it
gems.
was really neat for a while. It was like I said, it was like the prototype to a new site that I was building, more of like an adventure photography blog type thing.
Okay.
That I need to get doing, but it was a fun little conversation starter. Like,
Yeah.
you ever been to EndlessTitties.com?
Nothing's coming up with
you
that
check
name.
out?
I mean, there's like
You got to make sure you breathe heavy when you say it, too.
there's videos named that, but
Titties.
EndlessTitties.com.
Bring Alan Allman in.
I accidentally typed it. I was going to type it as endless totties.
EndlessTacos.com. Well, that sounds like a site I'll hit.
It's not me. Don't be looking at me for it.
I look at you and you're just like this.
He's like chewing sunflower seeds over there. It gets fun, don't it? Yeah,
What's that?
Being in a microphone and
Making noises
Yeah,
with your mouth.
whatever.
I mean, after a while, you forget. Oh, Villanova won. It's gonna be Michigan and Villanova
What is it?
for the basketball finals.
Oh.
Basketball championship
Michigan versus
Michigan.
Yeah, I don't
Villanova.
know anything about that.
title game. The last time Michigan played in the title game was against Louisville.
Yeah.
After that kid
Louisville.
broke his leg,
Yep.
Louisville beat him. Oh yeah, they beat him good too.
Villanova put a whooping on Kansas, 79-95.
So Monday, Ann Arbor. That's where you want to be.
Nah,
That's where I want to be.
Well, if you're down to party, Ann Arbor's going to be fucking lit up Monday night, dude.
oh yeah. People are gonna call off.
Tonight was probably pretty good, but because it was Saturday. But Monday's going to be fucking nuts. Nuts. Holy shit. Endless titties.
Endless
That's what it's
titties.
going to be. Monday's going to be
Almost every-
endless titties in
Every
Ann
show
Arbor.
we're gonna have now, I'm gonna try to slide that in there.
Endless titties.
They should just make that your guys' web domain.
Endless titty.
Do you guys have a domain and all that yet?
Yeah.
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 Yep. CHCpodcast.com.
Look at that.
We got a Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, Gmail. Fuck yeah.
I guess I should follow you on that stuff.
Maybe.
It'd be appreciated.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm pretty much the worst with that lately.
If you just go on Facebook and vote in our movie polls, that'd
That's
be cool, too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Have you been following that at all?
Yeah, I have.
I know you've hit a couple of them. I saw your name in there.
Yeah, a little bit.
We're going to do, we're thinking maybe album covers.
We're
next.
dabbling. With
Oh,
that
yeah.
idea.
Yeah.
You guys are loving this bracket thing, huh?
I'm a bracket
loving it.
sucker,
Yeah, I can
dude.
tell.
I don't know what it is.
They're fun.
But you know what? Barstool Sports. I don't know if you follow them.
Nah, what is it?
Instagram. Oh, check them
Yeah.
out.
Oh,
It's
yeah?
worth it.
Nice.
Barstool Sports. They get some good videos. But they're doing a porn star bracket.
Oh, yeah?
They have 4 different categories, like amateur, legend.
MILF, GILF is one of the categories.
Nice.
Or no, GIA, not GILF. What does GIA stand for?
GIA?
In the porn industry, I don't know.
It's hard to say.
Should have asked Ron
So
Jeremy.
many- Yeah, right. You're asking the wrong guy.
Ron, what does it mean? But they're getting fucking national press on this porn star bracket. And we're over here like, whoa.
Your dick in your hand.
Try
What's your favorite
Talking
comedy
about
movie?
comedy movies, looking like a bunch of pussies.
I guess we're still like moving into X-rated, maybe.
Maybe.
Baby steps.
So there's any censorship on this? You can pretty much do what you want to, huh?
You can do whatever you want, man. It's the
Nice.
internet.
Whatever you want. Yep.
And the internet's a great place, huh?
Right now it is.
Yeah.
It's moving towards a questionable area,
Yeah,
but
right.
we'll see what happens.
How do you feel about YouTube and stuff like that taking off gun instructional videos?
We
I thought
talked
was
about that
interesting.
last week
Yeah.
for a
we
little
did a
bit.
little bit.
Yeah.
Last week with Tony?
Not on. It was before the show.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but
I was
we were
gonna say, I
talking
don't
about
remember.
Pornhub. They're putting gun instructional videos on
Yeah.
Pornhub now. Just
Because we kind of talked about it a little bit. That
Yeah,
like,
just to back it up.
how
so
long
that's there
until
Yeah.
how long until there's not the Pornhub launches GunHub?
till the
It's
censorship
the open
hits.
market. That's the great thing.
I
Right?
can't imagine it hasn't. Like they're not even in the works already.
Yeah, I don't
you
know.
know,
Maybe they don't know.
why would you not be already? As soon as the first person uploaded the video, I'd be like, jackpot.
Yeah.
Send in the paperwork. Get legal on the phone. Let's go. Shit.
They've had quite a few brackets.
I mean, we're talking like
Villain edition, TV tournament,
Facebook's on its way out of
cable,
popularity.
Netflix premium,
Just
on
now,
demand.
it's just gonna be brackets.
Yeah.
all brackets all the
All,
time.
Hey.
all brackets.
EndlessTittiesBrackets.com.
Nice. Titties and brackets. That's the guy you guys have written all over it, huh?
Solid gold.
We should do that. Yeah. That'd be a good one.
Yeah, I can see the wheels turning. You guys
Oh,
are
yeah.
just
Dude,
thinking
I'm in.
about it.
John got quiet for a minute. Like,
I
Yeah,
told
right.
you, I'm a
Yeah.
bracket
He's
sucker.
diabolical. Over
2
there.
days from now, I'm going to get a fucking email like, just hear me out.
Man. It's 64 cents of titties. Take a look.
We got celebrity. We got amateur. We're just breaking down like Midwest, East Coast, West Coast, South.
Yeah.
So the beer of the week. What do you guys got there?
This week we went back to Arbor Brewing. Last week we had so much fun with Tony, we forgot to talk about the beer.
We
Yeah.
did. We felt
We
bad.
had Arbor Brewing Company out of Ypsilanti, Michigan. We had Euchre was the name of the beer.
Yeah.
It's pretty good stuff.
Like the game?
Like the game.
Nice. Yep.
Absolutely. The Michigan and prison game.
That is a Michigan game, isn't it?
So we reached out on, like every week we hit up on Twitter the beer.
Yeah.
and Instagram.
And Instagram,
If you wanna
but
check out our
on
folks.
Twitter's mainly where we hit them. And this was the only beer company that hit us back.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
They retweeted, contacted. So we're like, well, we're going to do
They
some more
mentioned
of
that they're
yours.
having an open mic night for comedians and invite Tony.
Yeah,
Oh, cool.
That was very
Yep.
cool of them.
That's neat. Isn't it neat when the internet works like that and brings
Yeah,
people
and
together?
they're not
Yeah.
like, suck my balls.
It brings the
There's some
bigger
fucking
world
trolling.
down to something smaller
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
that for sure.
What
And
it's supposed to be, I would assume.
maybe Tony will go, maybe he won't.
And
We'll
that's
see.
neat though too that they're pretty close, right? Ann Arbor.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
fuck. Ypsilanti's what, 15-minute drive?
Yeah, right.
If
About
that.
that.
So we went back to Ypsilanti and we tried out Arbor Brewing Company. We got Jackhammer Old Ale.
What's it all about? Because I'm drinking something different over here.
There's like 2 paragraphs, and I'm not good at reading. I don't really. It's an 8% delicious beer. That's what I'm going to tell you.
Nice.
They're a solar-powered brew.
Yeah.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's neat.
They're the first one,
East of the Colorado
River.
That's
Yeah.
cool.
Yep.
Kind of a big deal. Good for
Yeah.
them. We appreciate it.
Thank you, Arbor Brewing. What did you bring?
I brought
What do you got?
Arcadia Ale
Solid company.
Morning Nightcap.
You left it sitting outside.
That's an oxymoron. I feel like
Morning Nightcap.
I feel like
Yeah.
Casey Pearson's gonna just be all over that, right? Open fist and basement's attic. He loves those.
We had some fun with Open Fist. That was a
Yeah.
good one.
Yeah.
Open
That was,
Fist
that
Records.
was actually a really good one when we came
Do you
up
remember
with it.
when we had our own record label, John?
Yeah, Open Fist.
Yeah,
That's what I'm saying. It was genius.
We
at
put
the
out
time.
our own album of our band.
Here's a question for the two of you.
We went a little. Okay, let's preface your question by saying me and Rob were in a band together.
It's true.
Okay,
You want to
there
name
we
the
go.
band at all at any
Subliminal Criminals.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
It was fun.
Because we mentioned it a few times on the show, but I don't believe we've ever said the name.
No.
So, Rob, in the time you've spent in Subliminal Criminals, what is your standout memory?
Ooh.
That time we went on that radio, well, probably because we're on a radio show now, but
Yeah.
that time we went on that radio show in Canada. at Luke Lloyd.
Dropping names.
He didn't-
That was so bad.
He didn't shower after work or something. I don't think he at this point. I don't think he showered his feet in months at this point. But I don't know. I don't know how he does with his feet. But we went to the van to sleep after the radio thing and after some beers, and his feet were so smelly that me and John had to sleep on the roof of the truck. It was who was
You left me hanging out the side door, puking on the curb.
you were puking on the curb.
You went back to the bar,
But at the end of the
came
night,
back,
who
and
was
then
sleeping
slept
on
on
the
the
roof?
top.
It was just
you.
me.
Yeah, it was
Just
just
me?
you.
I
Because the
remember
cops woke us up.
I remember the cops waking us up saying that we can't sleep. I like how the cops came and they were Canadian, obviously.
And very
Right.
polite.
We're on the
Right.
Canadian side of the border still.
Yeah,
So
Sarnia, Canada.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, sorry, bud.
Yeah.
Sorry.
You
sorry
can't be
to
doing that, eh?
Sorry to tell you, but you can't be sleeping here.
We were
Sorry to
just in
wake ya.
a neighborhood.
They totally just let us. That was my go-to. You sleep in somebody's neighborhood, go and party in the van or something. Do you know how many beers I had in somebody's neighborhood? I probably had beers in front of this house.
Probably, yeah.
You know, when you're like high school age, you're just
Oh, yeah.
driving around in the van, and you're like, this is as good as any.
It's a
Sounds
dark
alright to me.
corner.
And you don't have very far to drive home because you're right around the block from your house.
Yep. Yeah, I remember the cops woke us up with their flashlights, and they were like, "Let your buddy in." You had taken your pillow and your sleeping
I was
bag up
sleeping.
there.
I was sleeping up there.
just sound
Sleeping
asleep.
under the stars. Had my sleeping bag and my pillow. I'm ready to rock.
Nice
That's all I
night.
needed. And the cops wake me up and tell me I can't.
Yeah. And then about 3 hours later, we drove to McDonald's, and all hell broke loose. Yeah, that was fun.
It was a fun trip, though.
It was.
Yeah.
It was a fun trip. Being on the radio, that was cool.
Yeah, it kind of reminds me of this, obviously. You know,
Yeah, a little
we
bit.
were wicked, awkward though. You know.
Oh,
Do you remember
yeah.
how awkward we were?
19 and sober. Yeah,
Yeah.
awkward as shit.
You remember I spelled out our subliminalcriminals.com and like the radio DJ was
SUB.
making fun of me. You know, he was like, "Yeah,
Was
I think
he?
they figured it out. I think they'll get it." You know, but this was like we're like one of the
That was a
first
big deal
bands-
for you guys.
One of the first bands I knew to have a website. You know,
Yeah.
it wasn't like I was really proud of it.
Yeah.
and I built it. You know,
Yeah.
I did the web design myself. So
You were the first person I've ever met that like printed their own labels for CDs.
Oh,
like
man.
four on top of the CD.
we
itself.
did so much.
It
I
was
was thinking
awesome.
about that on the way here. We did so much DIY stuff, guerrilla tactic, like grassroots.
Oh,
you're
yeah.
gonna hear our band.
Yeah, we tried.
You know, or you know, like you're gonna hear our band.
I think it was like 3 years ago was the last time I've heard like while I was driving somebody driving past playing one of your songs. Like
Are you
it still
kidding me?
happens. Oh no, I'm not
Nice.
kidding you at all.
That's fun.
When I worked for the city during the summer festivals, I'd hear it all the time.
Wow.
I assume it was people you guys knew, but I'd be sitting there like, shit, I know that song. Oh fuck. Yeah.
It's interesting.
We should do it again.
Do
Subliminal Criminals. One
He's
more
like,
time.
excuse me?
One more
are we,
time.
are we gonna go to radio shows in Canada?
No.
Or actually,
Hey,
all of our
you can-
travels, all of our big travels with that band, we seem to go to Canada.
Canada, yeah.
The radio show in Canada,
I'm
and
just
then
saying, if any of our Ohio listeners, I'm sorry, I'm just kidding.
yeah, right. Yeah, we were so destined on not going to Ohio, right?
Well, I remember the first show we played in Toledo, I think.
I guess we probably did go to Ohio, didn't we?
Somebody flipped a lit
times.
cigarette butt in my head while I was singing.
nice.
And I was like, yeah, this is probably not a good idea. And then I bought a coat from a guy in the parking lot.
That sounds legit.
It was
Yeah.
$20. It was stolen. Yeah.
Stolen jacket. Huh?
Yeah.
Nice. Were you cold?
No.
You just wanted a new
Just
jacket.
a nice jacket.
He claimed he needed money to get home with his kid.
Heroin. Yeah.
Whatever. It's $20.
My son named Heroin.
Right.
It was Heron, actually.
Excuse me. I'm not good with foreign names.
But it definitely, like, remember the Sub-C days? Canada, why was that our destination? We went to...
Because we were
'Cause you could
19.
drink.
Yeah,
Oh.
shit, yeah, dude.
Never mind. I do remember that now.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Excuse me.
We didn't get to play any clubs or drink at any clubs we played around here
Right.
because,
Hey, were you young?
well, they didn't let us drink in the bar.
Right.
You know, whatever. Yeah, Sub-C days, man. That was good shit.
Yep. What was that?
That was all elbow.
Yeah, I can see.
Mm,
You crammed all in the corner there.
I got it.
Nobody put the baby in the corner. Baby's gonna stub her elbow.
Oh. It's not the first time either. That's the sad part.
I should probably cut that shelf down about half. We don't need the whole thing.
It's a solid shelf. I'm not going to lie.
Can you imagine that by the time we're old people, just not having renewable solar or wind energy is going to be a weird thing. We're going to tell our kids or grandkids or I'll probably just tell random ass kids in the neighborhood like, you little motherfuckers don't know about it. I used to have to get power from a cord.
Yeah. You know about the Fermi?
Yeah.
Fermi 2.
Yeah.
What's that,
We had
Grandpa?
to build
Back in my
nuclear
day,
devices
you
to
know.
get electricity.
Kids don't know about Chernobyl.
So we should do like a documentary about it. There you go. We're gonna send you in with your camera.
If you guys are sending me anywhere, I'm in.
All right. Show sponsored.
That's about how I go with with booking travel weddings. Where are you going? I want to go there.
Yeah.
I think we can figure out a price.
Yeah.
I think this will work.
Yep. I'm gonna take your pictures. Take me along. Yeah.
Mutually beneficial.
Yeah. The first wedding I did like that was a motorcycle wedding where I got on my motorcycle and just traveled with the bride and groom for the whole week.
Oh, that's awesome.
I slept at the bottom of their bed the first night, like I felt like some sort of photography puppy or something. And I've got sleep apnea too, so the dude,
The lady wakes up like, oh, his nose is so cold.
so they wake me up. They're like, "Hey, dude, I think you were like dying or something," and I'm just like, "Yeah, that'll happen." And they're like, "Are you gonna live?" They were probably so freaked out, right? The first night they meet me. Here we are riding motorcycles all day. Then we stop at one of their friends' house and we take a nap, and we're gonna get up the next morning and finish the ride up. And they're like, "This dude, I'm pretty sure he's dying down here."
When they woke you up, did you have your camera? Were you taking pictures of yourself? Like snap, 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 snap.
And now the camera's still packed away.
That's so weird.
It was a little. It wasn't super weird. I'm really good friends with them now, actually. Surprisingly, not
That's cool.
surprisingly. I mean, they're cool people and they
To
like
go
ride
with-
motorcycles, so why not? Right?
You know, that nothing bad there. But
Yeah.
yeah, we just met. I'm going to sleep at the foot of your bed.
Yeah,
Congratulations on getting married.
You find
if
some,
I die,
You find yourself in some unique situations sometimes, I guess, in life,
can you
right?
send my camera
You
back
do.
to my address?
I do. Yeah.
Yeah.
Out of gas and Belize.
Right.
Sleeping at the bottom of people's beds. I did a photography shoot for a man prostitute.
Wow.
That was interesting.
No
That's
shit.
an interesting thing.
A man prostitute.
A man
give
hooker.
you a card?
A man hooker, I call him. I don't think he had a card thing, But he did take a call when I was working with him. We're there.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, and I was super interested in it. He's a man
Was he like,
hooker.
was he
This
like
guy-
quoting rates and shit?
Yeah.
That's going to be 25.
It's gonna be,
if it's two of you,
Yeah.
it's going to be 50.
How many is there? How many of you? Nice. No, he wasn't quoting rates or anything like that, but you could tell he was talking to a potential client or a client.
Wow.
It was interesting.
It was like some Deuce Bigelow shit.
Yeah, I guess so.
Nice.
It was definitely interesting. Definitely an interesting experience.
Something that doesn't really come up in the day-to-day in a normal life.
No.
I've never even met a man hooker, right?
I've
You
never-
know?
well, not to my knowledge.
Right.
Who knows what people do with the night or day?
That's a good point.
John's like, well, back in 2008,
Yeah.
I dabbled.
I was just gonna tell you I'm a man hooker, but I'm not.
I'm
so
broke.
you guys don't know, but kind of cool to be an escort or whatever.
Life goals.
Yeah. Not for me, but it'd be cool.
They're not paying you for sex; they're paying you for their time. The sex is just the free part.
Well, I mean, look at me. Come on.
They're paying you to leave.
I did hear somebody say that you don't pay a prostitute for sex; you pay her to leave after, which is interesting, right? I mean,
It's an interesting take
yeah,
on it.
it's definitely an interesting take.
Did a photo shoot for a male escort.
A man hooker.
Wow.
A man hooker.
That's weird.
He had a couple interesting stories that he told me. One about
I bet.
so he breaks out. We're doing a shoot, and we got I was set up in my living room and everything like that.
So there I was, and then the governor walked in.
So he breaks these boxing gloves out, and
Whoa, okay.
Is this part of
What are you
why?
into here,
I'm
bro?
pretty much asking him what's the sense of these?
Significance
Why
of
are we
this
getting these
boxing
out?
glove, huh?
Yeah. And he says he's got one client that's like one of his major clients that pays him just to like work him up, to like beat him up,
Wow.
Yeah.
Shit.
punch him and stuff with the boxing gloves.
I'm in.
Yeah, I mean
wanna
if that's
pay me?
being a
Yeah.
man hooker, it seems.
Yeah, if you want me to punch you repeatedly for
This is
X
like,
amount of
But
time.
it's a sex thing still, though, right? I mean, you're punching them,
And
but
he
they're
may or
getting
may
off
not be doing
sexually,
stuff.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Like, where do you draw the line there?
people are into all different kinds of things, dude.
Okay.
It's like
Apparently
giving a
so.
hand job or something and trying to say that it's not sexual, right? It's still you're not
Yeah.
doing anything. It's your hand,
Right.
but it's their dick.
Right. Right.
Dutch rudder.
It's not gay. It's your hand.
That's a weird situation to be in. They're like, all right, I'm going to get the boxing gloves. You're like, okay.
Yeah. Why do you need boxing gloves?
Hold on, let me get the gravy boat. Okay.
The most interesting point was when he put on a cock ring, and he's like, you can do pictures and shit. The most interesting time of the shoot, was when I pretty much just, let's get nude, right? So how do you say this to a man hooker? I was just there and we're shooting and we're doing it, and I was like, all right, man. Let's see some dick.
It was your idea?
I mean, we're gonna do it anyway.
Okay, all right.
This guy's there to take nude
If you know
pictures.
he's a male escort,
he's there to take nude
you know the
pictures. I mean,
story.
we're dancing around. He's wearing a thong. I mean, are we
He's
steps
advertising,
away from
yeah.
what are we doing?
I don't
trying to get
remember
that
seeing these
clientele.
pictures on your website, so that's why
No, I
it's
didn't,
new to me.
Yeah, I didn't.
Didn't put your watermark on those.
There's some work that I do that I got to keep private.
Now, do you go under like a false name for those?
Oh no,
Like Dirk Jackson Photography.
I wish. So with your show, do you guys ever talk about any topics or anything like that? You guys should do a bracket for topics.
That's not bad, actually.
That isn't bad.
And they could be user submitted, right? So you guys don't even have to come up with topics. Like you could just be like, this one didn't win, but we're going to talk about it anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We have an idea for an award.
Participation.
Yeah, we're working on like a yearly
Participation.
Yeah, a yearly.
Guess whose name just got
participation
dropped in,
award.
Rob?
Right.
Number one.
There's a photography category. And
There is
You
indeed.
are
You're leading the
at
league.
the top, buddy.
It doesn't seem that that's going to be a fair bracket. I'm the only photographer on your show, right?
So far.
Right.
So far, yeah.
Yeah. So
No, we're having some ideas.
Congratulations.
Yeah, it's a little impromptu, but we haven't got the trophy yet. There is a ribbon involved.
Yeah. Yep.
It's kind of big too.
Third place.
as long as it's like, what's this, the 18th show, right?
Yep.
19th.
Can I
Holy
be 18th
shit.
place then?
If you would like to be.
Yeah, 18th. This is the 18th best show you guys have.
Tony rocked it out. I'm sorry.
Are you saying you got 19th?
No, he got number 4.
4. Nice.
Yeah, he's doing well. The voting is still in progress.
Speaking of Tony, when you showed up at the Ron Jeremy show, like late as fuck.
Yeah, right.
We were leaving.
Yeah.
I'm like,
Driving
Is that
by, we're
Rob?
like, hey, it looks
Holy
like
shit.
some guy with a camera backpack.
That's
It must
me,
be
man.
Rob.
I'll miss
shit,
everything.
it is.
I'll miss it all. I didn't think I was getting there that late, and it turns out I did.
yeah.
Yeah, I missed the
but
whole thing.
we're going to tie this into a thing that Tony talked about last week where he spilled a beer on his girlfriend,
Man, it was
apparently.
great.
And
It
you
was
were there to
great.
witness, and no beer hit the floor?
Not a drop of it.
Can we hear your
Really?
side of the story?
Yeah, we were at the Ron Jeremy show.
Okay.
That Tony did, and he's ready to party afterwards, right? He's not got his kids and shit like that. So I
That's
was
what
like,
he said, yeah.
They were planning on getting an Uber, but I'm already out there, right? And I just got there, and I was like, well, let's do something. Let's hang out. So I figured we'll have like one beer out that way, and then come back, maybe catch last call like around this way.
See where the night takes you.
Exactly. So we go to this. It was just called Sports Bar. It was really weird.
Sounds classy.
Yeah, right. And it was like, this seems like our place. We go to like, we actually like, we had a detour by like some fast food because Maria was hungry or something like that. So we go to Sports Bar or Sports Grill or whatever it is. Where it's just like the most generic name you can think of, like just bar, John's Bar, Bell's Bar. So we stop in. We order some tall beers, like a 22 of like some coconut porter or something like that.
Ooh.
Yeah, I know, right? It was actually pretty good. I wish, you know what, I need to remember who did it because it was actually good beer. Tony wouldn't know, but so I take a couple sips out of mine, and Tony, he's not really drinking a whole bunch of his. It was a full beer still, and he just somehow knocks it or dumps it, and every single drop of it went on to Maria and her clothes and her body.
Oh,
She went to the bathroom, and the girl was like, who did this to you? Who says that in the bath? Nobody would say that in the bath.
Right.
Like I'm sure they assumed it was intentional. There was that much liquid on her that she was just so like a super soaker or something.
Not a drop hit the floor.
Not a drop, man.
Oh my goodness.
The bartender people, like, they didn't even come over to clean it up because there was nothing to clean up. Like maybe like one drop on the table. Just
That's
just
awesome.
napkin it up, and the rest was right on her.
That was
so
a bad day
awesome.
for her.
Yeah. And then we had to leave, because she's soaked in beer.
Oh yeah.
I wanted like 1 or 2 more beers maybe, but it was hard to convince her.
White Castle party store. Let's go.
So we head out, but we're in the truck, and I don't have any heat in the truck, so it's a cold, wet ride home for her, man. It was like
Hey,
it
can
had
you
to
crack the window?
had to be a bad night for her.
Oh.
And at that point too, she thought she forgot to record Tony's set
Ooh.
for the night, so it was like triple bad.
Yeah.
Dang.
So she's all did like panic mode.
She's
smelling
covered
like
in
Java
beer.
Bummed
porter.
out. Yeah, she smells like a coconut.
It's good you guys didn't get fucking pulled over.
Oh, I
The
know,
cops
right?
like, yeah, you guys been drinking.
Yeah.
Funny story, officer.
Funny story.
Did you get any pictures of it?
Of
Her covered in beer?
this, you don't really take pictures of stuff like that.
I think he's got a point there. You know.
I would take pictures of it. Explains why I'm not a photographer.
The picture you did take of Tony with Ron Jeremy.
I heard you guys talk about that yesterday on the show, right?
He
Yeah.
looked rough.
He's looking old. He's looking old.
He is.
Yeah.
I think the
He is old though.
Well, that's true.
65, dude.
Long, hard life there.
Yeah, long, hard life. Yep.
Every pun intended.
Yep. he made his mark.
ate it a few times.
To be honest, though, I know who he is, and I know I've glanced at one of his videos or something, but like I don't
Doesn't
ever
stand
remember
out.
watching one of his movies.
What is it? Old.
I
I
don't.
mean, he probably still does.
me
shit,
neither.
but, yeah.
No,
It's interesting.
I don't remember.
bit.
Like
You wouldn't pick him for the bracket, would you?
The porn star bracket.
Yeah.
I mean, he is.
he is
He's
the
number
name.
one
Yeah,
name in porn
right.
star when you think of porn star. He's
No,
You
I
don't-
think John Holmes might have.
You think so? Before Ron Jeremy?
Got a few inches
I
up.
just name recognition is all I'm saying. I
Bigger
think,
than Ron Jeremy, you think John Holmes?
All puns intended.
Bigger. Bigger.
Endlesstitties.com.
They're endless.
I'm
Maybe.
just saying, you need to
maybe the
you
name
need to swipe up
recognition
that
might be
domain
right.
name.
Maybe
I need to reswipe it up.
Yeah. I would recommend it.
Yeah.
if you don't, we are.
Well,
Yeah, I
duh. I mean, it's out there
Yeah.
now. If
No,
I don't,
no,
if I
no,
don't
it's
do it
already
before,
done.
If I don't do it before Wednesday, it's
No,
done.
you have tomorrow.
Yeah, I know, right?
I'm buying it tomorrow. So Easter Sunday, it seems appropriate, dude.
What'd you do on your Easter Sunday?
Well,
Yep.
Yeah,
since you asked,
bought endlesstitties.com. I didn't buy Endless Titties. I bought the domain Endless Titties.
phase
But-
1 by the domain name.
For every plan's got to start somewhere.
I'm just saying.
You get a bunch of chicks to submit photos. Maybe tomorrow's the start of a golden year.
There you go.
You like money and like to travel. I'm just saying this could fulfill a good chunk of that.
I like money. And I do like to travel.
And
And I like the Endless Titties.
I'm just saying. It's a win-win-win.
Triple win.
Oh, we'll definitely give you a shout out,
Cool. That'd be a cool business card to have, wouldn't it?
wouldn't it?
Like you can, here's
Founder
my
and proprietor
card.
of endlesstitties.com.
Card. Endless Titty. You might have heard of me.
I mean,
might
you
not.
see our card. Like,
It doesn't say Endless Titties.
It
no,
does not.
that's what I'm saying.
You guys got any titties on your website?
Not yet.
Nothing?
Not to
Nope.
speak of, no.
I'll probably won't be going there then.
I know.
Well, it's all right.
I mean, we'll definitely share your link.
You can upload some if you have any from
Just-
Nicaragua or something. You
I
know,
believe I'm fresh out.
See, there you go. You could travel to all these countries and get people to submit to the website.
Yeah. I like your
Boom.
business plan.
That's how you build clientele.
yeah.
And then other people will be like, oh, man, I've heard of Switzerland. Click.
hey, check out Rob Harbaugh photography for
Endless
endlesstitties.com.
Titties.
Coming soon.
Coming.
All right, guys. Well, I think I'm going to get out of here.
Yeah, it's been quite an evening.
Yep.
Indeed.
I appreciate it.
Not a
Thank you
problem.
very much for showing up.
Yeah. Thank you for having me.
Always.
It was a fun time. Like I said, I'll be back around eventually.
More than welcome to.
Yeah,
All right.
looking forward to the pictures.
Yeah. For anybody out there that's interested, check out my website, robharbaugh.com.
For hire.
Yeah, there you go. I love to go places.
Facebook, same name, right?
Yeah,
Facebook.
so, yeah,
okay.
Rob Harbaugh Photography on Facebook.
Yep.
509 Screen Printing on Facebook there for screen printing.
We didn't touch that
We
hardly
did
at all,
Yeah,
but
still,
yeah,
I still
all right.
do that. It's been my day job.
We have this
Days
great
ago.
idea for a T-shirt. We want to run by you too.
Yeah, let's do it.
As soon as we hit stop here.
I've got some really cool new stock actually that I'm really excited about. Some American-made stuff and
All right.
some stuff that was actually ironically made in Nicaragua. I didn't realize until just this brand that I've been dealing with, Canvas Bella.
No shit.
Doing a lot of manufacturing in Nicaragua, but it's cool because it's U.S. cotton. So
Nice.
even though it's manufactured out of the States, it's still using stuff from the States,
Right.
manufactured in our continent in Central America, and then shipped back here.
Very cool.
Second to being made in the U.S., best I think you can do.
Yeah. Sweet.
Well,
quality work.
Thanks for the plugs, guys.
Oh,
yeah, absolutely.
no problem.
Appreciate you coming by.
Yep, thanks.
Oh yeah. Thanks for the stories.
Not a problem.
Yeah, it's been fun.
It's good to know that all I need is a 20 in Nicaragua.
That's it,
20,
right?
20 can take care of most problems down there.
Cool.
All right, and to the listeners,
A big thank you,
Yep.
as always.
we'll see you next week.
Check out our brackets if it's still going on.
Oh, I know we haven't even covered that yet, but
I know.
they're
We'll get
going
to
on.
Nice.
We'll get to it.
Keep voting.
More pressing matters at hand.
Mm-hmm.
Like a radio show.
Exactly. And guests on said radio show.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Podcasts. EndlessTitties.com.
On that note, I'm done.